And actually, just to clarify, the amygdala, Gabia, can you just maybe talk about the amygdala response?
Yeah, so amygdala is a tiny, really ancient area in our brain, which is responsible for detecting any danger. Once it detects danger, it creates anxiety, fear, or anger. It could create aggression as well. And in addition to, so it creates the kind of physical response in the body, you know, where we feel differently, right, in our body when we feel anxious or angry or so on. But also it can temporarily deactivate brain area at the front called prefrontal cortex, as amygdala and prefrontal cortex are connected to one another, and it's that so-called amygdala hijack. And that's why, you know, if we are in a really bad state, we say things we don't mean, we do things we later regret, and so on. And that response lasts, the very acute phase lasts about, you know, 5 minutes or so, but probably 15 minutes is best to kind of wait out and not to make any important decisions. I really like the study done by John Gottman in his lab. Basically, the couples were arguing, and his staff just said, "Oh, excuse me, the microphones are not working. Could you just stop for a minute while we fix the microphones?" And by the way, in that study, the couples had to argue. That was their task, you know, to talk about something really kind of they had disagreement about. And they were, you know, they were getting really carried away, you know, saying really hurtful things. And then they pretended that they're fixing microphones for 15 minutes, and said, "Okay, guys, continue. You know, we're good to go." And suddenly, once you listen to the conversation, it's like completely different people talking. They can listen, they're respectful, they're considerate. And that happens to every single one of us. It's a very physical process. We can't really stop it by will.
But is there a way of, say, relaxing or try to breathe to try and, you know, bring it down? Is there anything one can do?
Once you're actually in that state, it's best to do nothing for
Okay.
a period of time. It's best to just kind of, you know,
Take
just
a
for a
time
few
out.
minutes, just time out. Exactly. Then once some of rationality comes in, you can breathe, do breathing exercise, go for a walk, you know, ask for a hug or whatever. But for the very short period of time, it's like we temporarily become insane. Let's put it that way.
You see red and you just want to go crazy, basically.
More or less.
Yeah. So really, it's a question of trying to recognize when that's happening, and then just yeah, go off somewhere and not making any crucial decisions at that point.
Yeah, exactly. And kind of finding the way, you know, maybe in your relationship, or if you have that as a family pattern or at work, kind of finding the way to communicate that, okay, you know, there is moments when I get in that state, I can't really think. I need 15 minutes just on my own. So maybe just go to the toilet with your phone and just play silly games on your phone or something, you know, just do whatever that can help to win time. So I need 15 minutes for myself to just let my brain come back online. So to be able to stay rational and think again in this kind of the way, you know, I would like to. Because I think once we kind of make the decisions in that situation, we often regret them because we can't think things through. But the worst is we aren't self-aware in that situation.
No, I
Because
hear you. Yeah.
yeah, so I think it's best to make it almost into kind of some sort of habit or ritual, just to give your brain a chance. And once you notice you're getting that, okay, 15 minutes, I'm off.
Very good.